My dear brothers and sisters, our gospel today we hear again one of the uh, appearances of Jesus after his resurrection. It is actually the disciples of Jesus recounted what had taken place along the way and how they had come to recognize him in the breaking of the bread. So we have to look at the gospel reading today. It gives us, my dear brothers and sisters, the very importance and the emphasis, especially on the Eucharist, in the breaking of the bread, in which, my dear brothers and sisters, our Lord Jesus Christ, so that the disciples would actually believe on him, because they've been troubled. They thought they had been seeing a ghost. And then Jesus said to them, "Have you anything here to eat?" Then they gave him a piece of baked fish. He took it and ate it in front of them. And if we have to look at the gospel today, our Lord Jesus Christ from time to time make use of the breaking of the bread, which is the Holy Eucharist, in which we celebrate every now and then, in which we live what we celebrate, the breaking of the bread. My dear brothers and sisters, the gift of the Easter to us by our Lord Jesus Christ is that He has given us new hope, He has given us new strength. Most especially, He has given us the very meaning of how to live. So sadly, unfortunately, on this octave of Easter, especially our concern of this SAP of the program of our government, the social amelioration program, in which we could see that there is conflict, there are conflicts, there are confusions, there are kinds of divisions, there are seemingly we focus too much on this. Of course, the very reason is that this is in support for our daily subsistence for most. Dahil ito po'y pangbuhay, pangkabuhayan. Para po sa ganun ay patuloy po tayong mabuhay. We need bread. We need every day our daily bread so that we can survive. And yet, my dear brothers and sisters, let us not only focus to what we can get, but in fact, we are also being reminded of the deeper meaning of the Eucharist. And this is actually the deeper meaning is a personal act of giving yourself. It's a personal act to help. It's a personal act to reach out to those who are in need. It is a personal act on how we could freely give our help to those who are in need. And most especially, it is also a personal act na hindi mo naman sasabihin sa sarili mo, no? Kung kaya mo, and you can still provide bread for yourself, for your family. And the only consolation that we may now think is that napakahalaga ay hindi ka pa naman ginugutom at meron ka pa naman pwedeng isain. At isipin lang natin na mas marami pang nakangailangan sa ating tulong o tulong ng gobyerno. Perhaps, my dear brothers and sisters, we know that the reason why we have these conflicts because of this SAP, the social amelioration program, is this. Perhaps guidelines are not clear. Perhaps Filipinos would like also to feel that there is an equal, there is a shared responsibility na mararamdaman ng ating uh, kababayan, ang ating pagmamalasakit. Many brothers and sisters, our Lord Jesus Christ in our gospel today made use of the symbolism of the breaking of the bread, in which at this time and the days of this enhancement community character, it speaks about bread. It speaks about how we would survive. But then, my dear brothers and sisters, let us also remember that let us not only put the obligation, sole responsibility to our government to provide what we can have in our table. And yet, let us also make an effort to help, to let other people feel that indeed we are also trying to reach out para ipadama na meron din po tayo kayang tutulong sa mga nangangailangan. Kahapon po, ang parochial Lady Fatima ay nagsimula uli ang second wave ng Fatima Bayanihan Tribe. And you could truly see the faces, the joy, and most especially para bang iba yung pakiramdam na meron pa rin tayong kayang gawin para tumulong sa mga nangangailangan. Pero huwag natin sasabihin na tayo po lahat may pangangailangan. Pero meron po mas nangangailangan. Na pwede po tayong tumulong. Pwede po tayong ipadama, iparating ating mga tulong. My dear brothers and sisters, let us continuously be challenged by the very meaning of the Easter that our Lord Jesus Christ, in His rising from the dead, ang kanyang muling pagkabuhay ay naging dahilan para po tayo mabuhay ulit. Binigyan po tayo ng bagong pag-asa, kalakasan, bagong galak, lalo na bagong buhay at bagong pananaw sa buhay. Dalaway lagi po natin isipin, tayo po'y maging ganap ng muling pagkabuhay at tayo po'y nagsisilbing buhay sa ating kapwa-tao. But brothers and sisters, let us continuously live the blessings of the Easter mystery. And that is truly we become life, the source of hope, the source of life for one another. My dear brothers and sisters, tulong-tulong po tayo. Ito pong pinakamahalaga. Lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng krisis at kagipitan ito. Tulong-tulong sa pamamagitan kung ano po natin kayang gawin, muntik simpleng bagay ay malaking bagay makakatulong sa ating kapwa-tao. Dati, si Jesus muling buhay sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay buhay sa ating kapwa-tao. Amen.
Please all stand for the universal prayer.